Rahubat family. Um, Yesterday, um, I'm coming live before I go for my walk to just say a few things. Yesterday was intense for me. I don't know about you, but the master teacher has been incarcerated. Hold on, I gotta fix something. I gotta make sure. The master teacher has been incarcerated for 23 years, right? So today is May the 9th, and I'm gonna fast for a few days. It might be, I don't know, 13 days, 14 days, but I'm gonna fast for a long time. And just so you all know, when we fast, the fasting is Rahubat. When we fast, the fasting is done with liquid, meaning that you can eat food, right? You just don't eat food in a solid. Don't chew it and swallow it. So you can make smoothies. Um, you can drink teas. You can make food, but liquefy it. We don't starve ourselves, but liquefying is called juicing. If you look it up, it's very healthy for the body. But I'm gonna ask our ancestors, why has the master teacher been incarcerated for 23 years? Because that's just like that's a very long time to be locked up. 23 years, you know? And I don't understand it. I do know why. I know part of the reason why, but I just don't understand why all these evil people, why can't the ancestors just destroy them all, like get rid of them so that he can come out because he's been in there for 23 years. And for those of you who don't know, because I'm getting a whole lot of views on this channel, Tauba Musyara Rahubat, this channel is about, there's a man by the name of Dr. MALACHI York. He was born in 1945. He was born in Ghana, West Africa, and his father and his family is from the Sudan. And Dr. MALACHI York's great-great-grandfather is the Mahdi of the Sudan. If you look it up, Rahubat sis, if you look it up about the Mahdi of Sudan, you will see who he was. He was a spiritual man. He used to fast and pray a lot, and he was a warrior, and he defeated the British. So Dr. MALACHI York comes from a lineage of really powerful ancestors, right? Especially the men. And so the Mahdi, what he did was he was so inspired by the spirits of the universe that he used to chant, he used to fast, and he used to pray a lot, and he used to wear these long white jalabias, and he would sew these different intricate, he would sew these intricate pieces of material all over it, like patches. I don't know if you guys has ever seen patchwork. So what the Mahdi would do, he was a Sufi. He would take these patches and put them all over his jalabia. And he defeated the British. But how he defeated the British was it was angels that was with him. And so when he would ride his horse and they would go for war, these people they were undefeated. Queen Victoria used to send troops out to infiltrate Sudan because of the natural resources that was there. You all know how it is with Africa. So people are so disgusting, you know. I think, when people talk and act like that, Rahubat, when people talk and act like that, these are men that used to live in Athens, Georgia. These are people that know me. And a lot of the brothers, you know what I'm saying? They just got filthy minds and they can't help themselves. And they're angry with me. So they try to say derogatory things, which is beneath me, you know? So it doesn't even bother me to say something like that or to try to piss me off or whatever. They're just angry because, of the type of woman that I am. First of all, so what I was saying about the Mahdi is he was a very powerful warrior. He's a spiritual man. And he wrote a book called the Ratib. And the Ratib had powerful, unshakable doubt in the Most High. And so this is in the master teacher's genetics. And so what happened is the master teacher's been incarcerated for 23 years, right? And so because he's been in there for 23 years, I'm asking the Natharu, I'm going to fast for many days. And I'm going to ask my ancestors to give me the strength to fast for all of these days. And I want to know why in the world is hold on, let me do something. I'm going to ask the ancestors why. Oh, moderators, let me say this to you all. You can put a person in timeout for 24 hours. When they say something disrespectful, just put them out for the rest of the day, you know? So as I was saying, so the master teacher is connected to his great grandfather, who is the Mahdi, and he's a very powerful warrior. And so the master teacher is a Sufi, you know. Dr. Melakazi York was born in 1945 in a place called in Tokoradi, Ghana, right? And his father and his mother met when they were very young, and his father met Dr. Melakazi York's mother, and she already had children before him. I think she did. Yeah, she had children before him. And Dr. Melakazi York's mother was born in Ghana. So Mary C. York, who is Dale Elaine Brown's mother, she was the woman who protected him when he came to this country. And the master teacher is the warner of this day and time. His name is Dr. Melakazi York. And just like they do all of our leaders, they are you white? Just like they do all of our leaders, just like they do all of our leaders, they just do their best to make sure that they don't get us on one accord. They don't want us to know who we are. They don't want us fasting. They don't want us reading. They don't want us studying. They don't want us to learn how to breathe properly. They don't want us studying another language. You know, they want us to be niggas like you see on Instagram. You know, women with lace front wigs and, you know, booty all out and, you know, dancing and like in the land of Nod. They don't want people to do what Dr. Melakazi York's followers are doing. And so he had a trial back in 2002. He was arrested May 8th, 2002, and he had a trial. And in 2004, he was sentenced to 135 years. He didn't have a fair trial. It was racist. The whole town was ran by the KKK. Judge Charles Ashley Royal is a racist. The trial was in Brunswick, Georgia, and he didn't have a fair trial. And part of the racism that took place during his trial, including on top of all of that, he had members of his family that set him up. So when Dr. Melakazi York got arrested, there were people in his family, people that lived on the land, people that walked with him that were really informants. And they set him up. This whole case is bogus, okay? The man never molested any children. Everybody knows that. If you read his books, you'll understand who he is, where he comes from. And if you don't have his books, you can go to All Eyes on Egypt. And the Egypt is spelled EGIPT. There's one in Cleveland. There's an All Eyes on Egypt bookstore in Detroit. There's an All Eyes on Egypt bookstore in Chicago. There's an All Eyes on Egypt bookstore in Brooklyn. There's a I don't know where else there's other bookstores. There's an All Eyes on Egypt bookstore in South Carolina. There's an All Eyes on Egypt bookstore in North Carolina. All right, those are the stores that I know of. There may be others. But like I said, it's spelled EGI, as in Peter, T as in Tom. And you get those books and just read the books, and then you'll understand. And if you don't understand what happened to Dr. Melakazi York, you can ask the people that run the bookstore what took place, and they will tell you. So basically, what I decided to do after years of living in Athens, Georgia, was I decided to come forth with the truth. And I decided to let the family know what I know, because when I lived in Georgia, I noticed the people that was running things and collecting money, that they had no intentions on helping him. And he would write me and tell me to get with this one, get with that one, work with this one, work with that one. And I got to find out who they really were. And it was just horrible. It was just a big mess, man. When I tell you, the devil did a great job with infiltrating our blood and putting the devil's seed in our blood. I mean, when they say that they the jealous ones, they really are. These are some wicked freaking people, man. And I just don't understand why. I'm trying to figure out why. Why has it been 23 years? This is such a long time to be incarcerated. You know, the master teacher has shared a letter. He wrote me a letter. I don't have. I'm gonna get it and read it another time. But I decided to go live today for about an hour, and just to talk to you all, and also to thank you all, those of you who donated. Thank you so much for your donations. Thank you for caring about Baba. Thank you for caring about me and helping me help him. You know, because we know he's the master. We know that there are extraterrestrials governing this whole situation. But I just don't understand. From, I'm not a master. I'm not trying to be Melchizedek. These people are trying to be leaders and I'm not trying to be any of that. I'm just a woman that was assigned to help him. That's it. My assignment is to not leave him in there to die. And I promised him, because one day Baba was upset one day and he wrote me. And I said, I'm not going to leave you in there. I'm not going to leave you in there. And so I'm going to fast for a couple of days. I don't know. It might be 2 weeks. It might be a month. I don't know. It's not hard for me to do something when you really care. And I want to clean out my body. I want to line my chakras up. I want to line myself up and ask the ancestors, why is this taking so long? Why is Baba still in there? I didn't not have a good night's sleep, and it didn't have nothing to do with me spiritually. I just didn't. I just laid down after I did the update, and I said, "Why is Baba still in there, y'all? I just explain to me why. Why is he still in there? 23 years, with the games." And another thing that I don't understand is, I understand this is Planet of the Apes, And I remember a long time ago, the math teacher was explaining to me like this. He said, if you had a lighter, right, and you got zapped into 700 years ago, and you lit that lighter, people would be looking at you like you a sorcerer. They would lock you up and do all kinds of crazy things over a freaking lighter because they don't understand it. So it's the same thing with Baba, with the master, with these people here. Like, we're on a planet with just dumb niggas, and not just black people. Caucasians are dumb too. Everybody is this. Let me tell you something. The devil that was cast out is an extraterrestrial, right? Because he was in another realm and got sent down here, and 200 of his other evil, disagreeable beings got cast down as well. And the thing is, the spell is so powerful that I don't understand how somebody can be around somebody like Dale, Elaine Brown, and you gonna beg for money again? Look at these devils. I can't understand how people can be around a woman like that and be around these people and not know who they are. And if they around them, that means that they wanted them too. Because I could not, when I moved to Athens, Georgia, and I got around Dale, and I got around her daughter, and I was around Nifunama, I noticed that something wasn't right about them, And so when the Chicago Bookstore posted the flyer about Dale in the chat, in the Facebook, they told me that it was about at least 80 people. Don't come for the clan mother. And so I'm like, damn, man, y'all that freaking dumb? Like, and the thing is this. See, I'm going to tell you something. And I learned this long time ago. You know, you grow up in New York City, you see a lot of famous people, right? And New Yorkers, we don't run up to them and start screaming and yelling and acting crazy when we see a famous person. We just see them and be like, "Hey, ain't you?" Like one time I saw Chris Rock in the airport. I said, "You ain't you Chris Rock?" He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, how you doing?" And then he was like, I said he was going to the Bahamas, some tropical island or whatever, right? This is before he got smacked in his face. And I didn't make a big thing about it. You understand what I'm saying? But other people would just go crazy over celebrities, right? Just like with Lifeway, he's saying, "Oh, I'm with celebrities now," and you see him with Shaquille O'Neal and other people, and it's like, why are y'all making a big? They're human just like us, and yeah, they play a role in life, but why should we worship them? You know? And so it's the same thing with the master teacher. People in this tribe get letters. People in this tribe say that they're related to Baba, like some of his children. And some of these people just kiss up to them. So they kiss butt and suck up. Why are you doing this? What are these people bringing to the table? That's, they have to, you know, respect is earned. Trust is earned. You understand? You can love somebody, but these things have to be earned through what they bring into the table. You understand? So I just don't understand, and I don't get me wrong. Somebody like the master teacher, I don't know if any of you ever been in his presence or been around him, but you could feel the power of him. So that's a different kind of, like, you can feel his power. You know that he's not from here. You could tell. And if you can't tell and you don't know, you just ain't built for this. This isn't for you, you know? And so a lot of people, they come on my channel and they make all these derogatory statements, and it's because they're upset. They're upset because they want the evil people to continue to do what they do, and they want us to sit back and do nothing. And so I'm one of the sisters on the good side, right? Fighting the good fight, and I'm on the side of the good people, and they're on the side of the evil people, and they're upset because they want us to sit back and not do anything and just let them run around, like, and like I told Baba had said to me one day about my language, right? He was like, he said, they write out to me whenever you do the thing on the internet. He said they write it out to me, and the language, I was so disappointed. And so I said to Baba, how do you know if what they telling you is true, if it's coming from them? I said, and I was explaining, and Baba said, what? He didn't hear me. And I brought the phone closer. I said, how do you know if it's true, if it's coming from them? So, they'll take one little thing that I say. If I say it, like when I said the men were bitches, they'll take words like that and put it and mix it up and make Baba think that I'm on here with this foul mouth cursing and going off. And that's not even my diction. I don't really talk like that at all. But I said to Baba, I said, how am I supposed to behave? It's like putting me in a room full of rats and telling me to behave myself. Because these niggas are rats, okay? Listen, anybody that can watch Baba be in prison and go to a party and have a ball, you can't have a soul. You can't tell me that you feel comfortable in a place like that. Baba was the one who created the balls. He was the one who created all of these things for us to have, and he's not here. And for people to be gathering like that, dancing and everything, I don't get it, y'all. I don't get it. And I want you all to understand that this is not his way. Okay? They're trying to make you feel like this is what Baba wants. He wants this. But the thing is this, anytime the master teacher's ever wanted anything done, he puts it in writing. And he says, let my words be known. Right. He says, let my words be known, So anyway, y'all, I don't know if y'all want to fast with me, but I'm fasting for at least 7 days and probably even longer than that. I'm going to talk to the family in Orion, and I'm going to ask them what's going on, because people used to look at us like we was crazy when we talked about extraterrestrials back in the days. Now the government, they have to tell the truth about aliens and other planets and other worlds and how they're getting all this technology. It's coming from extraterrestrials. The iPhones, all of this is from extraterrestrials because they too stupid here to come up with these things. They get it from extraterrestrials. Baba said they have a big magnet, and what they do is they smack it up and down so that they could so that their crafts can crash here. And then the government, NASA, goes and snatch up the beings. Sometimes they torture them and tell them, give us this, give us that. We want to know about the end of the world. What's the future for this planet? And this, and that. And the extraterrestrials, sometimes they want to explain it to them, but they can't because the mentality, it's like I said, it's like having that lighter and being snatched 700-800 years, and they looking at it saying, what is this? Are you a sorcerer? And doing all kinds of crazy stuff to you over a freaking lighter. You see? And so it's like they want to express to us things, but our minds can't comprehend it. But now the language, right, which is what I'm studying, the language will help us get to another level spiritually, mentally, and physically, and help us vibrate so we can communicate with these beings who are on another star system. You feel me? So that's what I'm doing, and I'm sharing my journey with you all, and I'm telling you all that it's been too long. It's 23 years is too long for the master teacher to be locked up. So I'm gonna fast, and if you all would like to fast with me, I'm gonna do it for 9 days, okay? And or 7 days, between 7 and 9 days, I don't know. I'll stop when I feel like my ancestors telling me that I need to stop. But in order to reach a spiritual level, food has to be eliminated, meaning to the lust of food. So you see a lot of people that are diabetic. Thank you, sis. A lot of people that are diabetic, a lot of people that are sick, it's because of what they eat. And diabetes is an addiction to sugar. It's really it's a real bad addiction to sugar, and sugar is a very evil element because it's refined in pig's blood, not honey, sugar. Okay? So those of you that are eating a lot of sugar, addicted to a lot of sweets and stuff like that, in order to reach a certain level of consciousness, it's good to eliminate that out of your diet. Drink a whole lot of water, go for walks, and do things. You don't always have to do things that everybody else is doing because the internet is an illusion. You understand? And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask the ancestors why. Why is Baba still in there? Why? 23 years is too long. Okay? And Ankara 99, you sticking with the holy tablets and the Wapik? Fine. No, don't delete them. Don't delete. Oh, there's a brother who asked me to ask y'all. His name is AMT, capital A, capital M, capital T. He said, could y'all please not delete him? He's not a bad person. He said he's new to the doctrine, and he was just asking a question, and the moderators deleted him. Anyway, y'all. He said he was just asking a question and y'all just got rid of him. So just be careful, y'all. Just read what they saying, because sometimes a person might be coming from a good place. And, and I know y'all want to keep the board clean and keep everybody out of there. Yeah, distractions. Anyway, so I said, let me come live and thank the people that did donate. The 5,000 that I did collect, actually $5,197. And I appreciate that. I wasn't expecting even that much. And yeah, I still need the other $5,000. So when I come back, I'm gonna talk to the master teacher, and I'm pretty sure he would love to hear from me. And I'm hoping that when I speak to him, we're at another level. He should be on his way out of there. This is not an easy thing, and I don't. Look, I'm gonna tell you something, and I can't talk about what I'm doing, right? But for Baba to come out, I had a dream last night. Baba was back among us. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that. Alum, Rahubat. The thing is this, right? It's so easy for him to get out. The case is so weak. They really had no evidence, no nothing. It was the witchcraft, the witches, the warlocks, the black devils, the sorcery. That's what kept him in there. And also, Baba mentioned to me that he had to get away to renew our next 26,000 year cycle, meaning all of the doctrine, all of the affirmation that the master wrote with his hands in prison, that this needed to be done to renew our next 26,000 year cycle. So now I don't have that. There's a let me see if there's something that Baba have it. No. There's a I'm gonna see if I don't have a piece of paper. I gotta draw something. There's a way that the master teacher receives affirmation, right? He said it's an antenna, and it's made like an inverted triangle, and then there's a line going to the left, a line going to the right at the end of the triangle, a line going down to the left, and a line going down to the right, and then there's a straight line, and there's different color points on it. So I had asked Baba one day, because he drew it on my letter, what does this mean? And he said, this is how I receive information. He said it's like an antenna. I was like, oh, wow. You understand? So I'm pretty sure, and you got people on Instagram talking about, I'm getting these downloads. Yeah, right. Y'all ain't getting no freaking downloads. These are things that thoughts that y'all have in your mind that you want to express to people. Don't even listen to those stupid people talking about they getting downloads and the spirits is telling me to tell you this, to tell you that. Look, real people that are spiritual like that, they're not going to talk about it. Because when you have those type of experiences, it's very strange and it's very weird. And you don't want to come off to other people as being crazy. So you're not going to say anything. So that's a lie. But the master teacher receives information from an antenna that it's an antenna that they inserted in him, and it's in different colors. Each color represents a different school of thought. You understand? And he gets this information and he writes it out to us. So I'm pretty sure there's so much more that the master teacher has that he can't give to us from in there, that he's going to give it to us when he comes out. You understand, family? So when Baba comes home, I'm pretty sure there's more things that he has to tell us. And he hasn't had the opportunity to from in there, because there's certain things he can't write. It's just like this. Imagine if Baba really gave us the real affirmation from in there in the books, what these evil people would do with it. They would take this information and they would freaking destroy us, like the gods had to do when they went into the garden and said they got to take this light, they got to take this tree of knowledge out, because then they'll learn how to live forever. And they took it out, they took it away from them when they thought that they were going to be disciplined and not learn the arts of sex and learn who the good and the bad ones were. You understand? So anyway, family, I'm going to fast, and that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to ask the ancestors what in the world is going on. Like, this has been, like, we have the right to know, right? We can ask questions. There's nothing wrong with asking questions. Just don't be disrespectful. And I'm going to ask them, what in the world is going on? How in the world could we sit back, right? The people that care about him, and watch these devils do this to him. Y'all think I'm making all of this up, what I'm telling you about these people? God bless from Australia. Thank you. Y'all think I'm making this up? Rahubat Shovel Vining. Y'all think I'm making this up about these people and what they did to Dr. MALACHI Z. York? I'm telling y'all that I was there. Y'all think I'm making it up? Answer this question. How come none of them came back and said that I'm lying? But what they do is they'll go behind closed doors and have these secret meetings and talk about me then. But they won't come forth and say, because listen, if somebody called me a witch, if somebody called me a murderer, if somebody said I had something to do with somebody being incarcerated, you think I'm not going to address that? Think about that, y'all. Why are they saying stuff behind closed doors about me. They never come forth in the public and say, Tabitjet, this and that. And this is another thing, y'all. If I had something to do with Baba being incarcerated and I was a part of the conspiracy, why would I contact the Bureau of Prisons, right? The people that I'm working with to open the doors for Nasir, Nababtet, a.k.a. Carla Thomas, and Gadushtat and them to go up and visit. Think about that. Think about that. If I wanted Baba incarcerated, right? If I was a part of the conspiracy, why would I set it up for them to go visit him? Think about that. They lying to y'all. They're lying to y'all, telling y'all that I don't want them, that I'm this and I'm that and whatever, that I'm under investigation for forgery and all these lies. They always spreading rumors and lying. Tell them niggas to come forth and address these issues that I'm saying on my channel. Tell them to say something. Why would I do that? Listen, Carla Thomas and Gadushtat, they go and visit Baba every freaking week. Let me give you the telephone number to the bookstore so y'all could call them. Y'all have the right to ask. Like, y'all have the right to ask, did you go visit the master teacher? Okay, what's going on? What did he say? Don't let them be vague and play games with you and act like they can't talk about it. Get out of here. Because listen, when you go up to the visit in a federal prison, when you go to visit, it's from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. 7 hours. They sitting in front of a master and they come back and ain't got nothing to tell you. They full of it. I'm telling you right now. And when you have a legal call with the master teacher, the legal call is for an hour. Okay? Sometimes they try to cut it short. Hold on. All eyes. Hold on. On Egypt Bookstore, Brooklyn, New York. Hold on. Brooklyn, New York. Hold on. Let me give y'all the telephone number so y'all can call them. All eyes on Egypt, Brooklyn, New York. Oh, here it is. All eyes on Egypt Bookstore, Brooklyn, New York. Okay, this is the telephone number that I have. It's saying it's on Facebook. They got 1K followers. I don't know why Facebook came up. This is a telephone number. It says 718-452-9329. I know that number by heart. Again, 718-452-9329. Y'all can call that store because ask for Carla Thomas or AKA Nababtek. You can ask for Gadushtat, okay? And ask them, what did Baba say? How was the master teacher doing? We want to know. It's been 23 years. What did he say when you went up there to see him? You understand? Don't let them play games with y'all and make y'all feel like you don't have the right to question them because guess what? Every time a book come out, they're selling it, okay? And I'm going to tell you something too, what I notice about them. Every time they sit, thank you. Every time they sit in front of Baba, right? He starts talking, right? Baba comes out and they sitting behind a plexiglass and they talk from 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3 for 7 hours. Now, sometimes depending on the weather, they travel back and forth. And Tashaka Malik got the brothers in the lodge that give them money, which they don't need. Nababtet is a millionaire, Carla Thomas. And like I said, I'm going to get on her, y'all. She going on my wall next. Hers is a little bit more intense, okay? Because she's so quiet, she's so skinny, she's so bony, she's so little, and she never speaks, and she's very good at fooling you. But trust me, that girl is evil. I ain't never met a bunch of wicked people like this in my life. So now, the thing is this. They go up to visit Baba every week. They go up, or every other week. I don't know how they do it. But they go up there to visit Baba, right? And all y'all got to do is call the store. Call the bookstore, 718-452-9329. Ask for Nababtet is her name. Her real government name is Carla Thomas. Or you can ask for Gadushtat. Her name is Cheryl Ann St. Clair. So you can ask for Tabitjet or Tabitjet or whoever picks up. You can say, how you doing? I'm calling about Dr. MALACHI York. We want to know how he's doing. Don't let them push you off and say, oh, we're not allowed to talk about anything. First of all, anybody else that's not them that pick up the phone, they don't have the right to tell you anything. They need to shut up, all right? Because they haven't done anything to help Baba since he been in there. All right? And if they have, tell them to produce the facts. Tell them to produce the facts. But anyway, family, I'm gonna get off here soon, but I want to thank all of you who's been helping me, who helped me collect this $5,000. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm not gonna disappoint you all, okay? I'm gonna tell it like it is. I'm gonna be honest and truthful, and because that's who we are, that's our proclamation, is that we are honest and just with each other, and that we don't lie and play games, and that we share the truth. It's about the truth. You understand? So I'm not gonna sit up here and play games, man. I want him home, and I'm tired of this, man. Yesterday, I was like, damn, I just kept saying to myself, damn, it's been 23 years. I just couldn't believe it. I'm just thinking like 23 years. That's a long time. That's a long time, man, to be incarcerated. And it's like, I have to go in, and what I'm doing, maybe this fasting is gonna open up the doors even quicker, because I have something that I have to do, and I have to take care of that. And when I come back, I'm gonna put Carla Thomas on my wall, aka Tabitjet. She's up next, okay, for exposure. And I got a lot to tell y'all about this girl. You're not gonna believe it. It's just ridiculous. And she's very wicked. She's a very wicked person. And she was one of the sisters that she wrote Baba a letter, and something she put on the letter, when Baba got it, the prison shut all his writing privileges down, everything. He was writing everybody. See, I'm gonna tell you, they let him write 7 people, and they let him visit 7 people, right? And he only visits with 2 people, but he can write 7 different people. One of them is Carla. One of them is Dale Elaine Brown. Another one is, I think it's Tabitjet. And I don't know if it's Sakina or who it is. I don't know. But it's only 7 in them. Think about this, y'all. You have inmates that are incarcerated, right? Why Baba can only write 7 people? They're doing that so that we, people like me and you, and those of you who care, they don't want us asking him questions and lining things up to help him get out of there. So they keep these freaking devils around him. Like in the movie The Golden Child, they kept him surrounded by evil. They only let the evil people write him. They only let the evil people visit him. But guess what, y'all? The devil can be trapped with the truth. So you could call and say, well, what's up? What's going on with Dr. MALACHI York? Or you can go to the store. Roll up on them. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Because this been going on for too long. I want to know what's going on with Dr. MALACHI York. As a matter of fact, you can go to the bookstore on a Wednesday or a Thursday and sit in there, because that's when Baba calls. Baba calls at bookstores every Wednesday and every Thursday, or sometimes he doesn't, depending on how he feels. But you could go sit up in there and wait for him to call, because when he calls them, he asks, okay, who's there? Who's over there with y'all? And they'll say, oh, there's so-and-so. He'll be like, oh, let me speak to so-and-so. You can go to the bookstore. Stop being afraid of these people and do what I do. Call them out. What if that was your son or your mother or your brother or somebody that was related to you that was in there? Think of it like that. Baba, that's our blood. No, we not related, genetically like that, but we all have, we are related in genetically in some way, form, or fashion, because those of us who are the children of the Most High, we have that HR1 gene. So that gene connects us to the master. You understand? So it's like we're connected to him. Don't be afraid to ask these people questions, y'all. They real good at brushing you off and making you feel like they got this power. They don't. They're just like you and I. Okay? And guess what? They are here today and they're going to be gone tomorrow. Y'all ain't even going. I remember when Baba made Needful the Pharaoh, and I was like, and Baba said she can be trusted. And I said to Baba, how can she be trusted if she's a liar? And guess what? Baba told me one day, no one's going to know who she is. And I said, what? And guess what? Nobody knows who she is anymore. Nobody knows. Nobody know who she is. It's a lot of people that was around. They gone. And that's what the math teacher told me before. Because I was like, I was upset with him. And y'all hear that on some of my previous tapes. And I said to Baba, you know, you've been in there for so long. Like, you know, these people, what they want you to die in there. And then Baba said to me, how long you been around? Since 1970, right? And I said, yes. He said, where's all the people that came around running game? He was like, not you, but others. He said, how long they been coming around playing games, Tabitjet? How long? He said, where are they at now? Where they at now? I said, they all gone. And so they all will be gone. I don't know how. They ain't leaving fast enough for me, but they need to go, you know, because I want Baba out. And I could feel, I feel like he will be home. Like I could feel it. I just, you know, like I said, y'all, I'm going to do my part. You understand? I'm going to do my part. I'm going to go take care of my business. I got another bag to pack. And I'm going to go take care of my business. And when I come back, hopefully I'll have the $5,000 up that I needed. Hopefully I'll have that money up, you know, that I need y'all to give me the other $5,000. So when I come back, I can get Baba on the phone. And hopefully I have some good news, y'all. I'm just praying. Oh, my gosh, I'm praying that this all just... I'm nervous, you know what I mean? Because I'm about to go take care of something for Panabab, the master of heaven and earth, you know? So I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited at the same time, you know? And somebody said, I want to send you a donation, yet I can only send it by Zelly. Oh, sister, email me, okay? And I'll give you my phone number, and we could figure it out, because I don't know. Oh, the Zelle is my ashantizulu@gmail.com. You could do it that way, sis, and I'll get it. Thank you. So you just put ashantizulu@gmail.com for the Zelly. Yeah, somebody else just sent me a $200 donation through PayPal, so I'm excited about that. And then don't worry, y'all. I'm going to do my part. I'm a little nervous, you know. And like I said, I'm fasting. And then while I'm doing what I'm doing, well, I might have to break my fast, because if I get where I'm going and, you know, I don't want to be rude and people offer you food and you say no, it can come off as being disrespectful. But I'm going to try to do my fast, you know, for the master teacher's safe return home. So I'm about to go for my walk in a few minutes and get some fresh air, you know, and just talk to the ancestors while walking and just ask them to just guide me, you know, guide me so that way I can do the right thing, say the right thing. I don't want to mess this up, you know. I don't want to mess this up, because 23 years is a long time. And I'm just so disappointed in a lot of our family members, you know, the way that people act since the master's been in there. And I'm going to tell you something. Y'all know who went in there, but y'all don't know who's coming out, because the master teacher said that he was always feared as Amun Ra. Okay? That's who's coming out, y'all. It ain't Atum Ray. So if you think Baba coming home smiling, cutting up cakes and shooting water, I forgot what Dana said, something about, oh, you know, Baba, he will spray you with a water gun and all that, trying to act like he's some clown. Like, get out of here. Baba's not coming home to play games. And another thing, the master teacher said he ain't got time for Negroes. So y'all better get it together, man. Get yourselves right. You know, I know he's coming out. I'm just upset about the years, how long it's been, you know, and this is not a good thing to be locked up for so many years, you know. Who is this that I can help you spiritually? You need to connect with me so I can tell you some things too. You can email me, okay? You from Russia? Oh, wow. Meme dealer. How you doing, Russia? You can still fast. Just let people know that you are fasting. Yeah, I know, but I don't want to be like, I'm in a meeting or I'm with them and then somebody bring out food and I say no. They can take that. People can be offensive when they offer you food and you say I'm fasting. Like, I don't want to be too spiritual. You know what I mean? I want to do the right thing, but I don't want to be too spiritual. But as of today, until I go where I'm going, I'm fasting. I'm cleaning out my body and I'm going to ask the ancestors to please bring Baba home. That is what I'm fasting for. And if you all want to join me, you can. You know, Rahul Bat Africa. Hey, MK Discovery. Rahul Bat, greetings. That means greetings in our language, Africa. Which part of Africa are you at, MK Discovery? Yeah, I'm just saying, and as I was saying, the fasting is just liquids. You could drink liquids. You could even get a you can get a vegan ice cream. You know, the made out of coconut milk. You can eat that too. It's not a solid. You in South Africa? Oh, okay. Yeah, South Africa is infiltrated, isn't it? It's like a lot of Caucasians are out there in South Africa. It's like they took over. Anyway, y'all. Um, I just want to before I leave, I'm about to leave in a few minutes. I just want to thank those of you who did donate. I want to thank you all for helping me. Okay, and hopefully when I come back live again, I'll look different. Because when you fast, you do lose a lot of weight. And I'm doing it for spiritual reasons, though. You know, I woke up and I just don't feel right. You know, physically, I just don't want to be bound by food and physical things. I want to talk to the ancestors in Orion. I want to call out to them, and I want to. And one of the ways to do that is to clean out your body so that the food won't get in the way, and your cells could be like, yay, and you can vibrate. I just want to reach out to the ancestors and talk to them and ask them why is the master teacher still in there. I mean, let me show y'all something. I never took this thing off my wall. Look at all these people, y'all. Look at all these people. Man, from all over. And that's just one section of the picture. Look. Look at all these people, man. Look at the master teacher. Wow. I mean, I'm in awe, y'all. I'm in awe. I really am. And I know this, like people, they try to act like we crazy. This is real. Baba is a pharaoh. He's an incarnated pharaoh. Look at him here. You know, nice looking man, a very intelligent man. And, you know, he loves children and people. And he just, look at all these people, man. Come on, man. You can't tell me all these people is a cult. Nah, man. No, all these people were reading Baba's books and studying. Look at this family right here. Look at the master right here. Wow. Look at Baba's eyes. Like you could just tell. You could tell that he's a pharaoh. And they're jealous of him, man. They jealous of him, our pharaoh of this day and time. Look at all these people, y'all. Yeah, so anyway, I'm gonna excuse me. This couch is so comfortable. Anyway, so it's like, come on, man, a man like that, the master of heaven and earth, you know, I got mad respect for Baba. I got a lot of love for him. And I got a lot of respect for Baba. And, you know, for what he did for his people, man. Mr. Louis Farrakhan can't touch him. None of these leaders. They could pretend and act like they all of this and that. They cannot touch Pana Bab Yanun, the master of heaven and earth. it is true. That is who he is. And I pray that what I'm going to do, I know this is it because this is my last swing, my last fight. This is the last 10 rounds, y'all. You know, I'm going to go take care of that, come back, go do that. And then I'll speak to the master teacher, and then I'll come back and report to y'all what he says or how he feels, you know, because I got a lot of reverence and love for Baba. And I'm not afraid of him, but I do fear him. So I hope he's happy with what I'm doing, and that he's and that he knows that I care, and that I'm doing it for I just don't want to disappoint him, you know, and I don't ever want him to be upset with me about anything. And I have a lot of love and respect for Baba, and I think that the people that did this are crazy. Y'all done lost your freaking mind. Y'all sitting up here messing with a man as powerful as Baba. Like you can't outbeat extraterrestrials, you know? 23 years is the man. I don't know what happened just now. Oh, somebody was trying to call me. Oh, thank you, Cheryl Vonnie. Yeah. Yeah, y'all can laugh all y'all want to. Y'all better watch that movie, The Fourth Kind, and y'all see that them freaking aliens are real and they eat humans. So y'all sitting up here thinking aliens is a joke. Y'all gonna watch that movie called The Fourth Kind. I don't want this crazy dude on my thing. Anyway, y'all watch that movie, The Fourth Kind. Those of y'all who think that is a real documentary, Mr. Bill. No, don't delete those people, y'all. Let them, they can speak their mind as long as they don't get disrespectful. Dog Catet to J.A. Y'all just deleted that man out of there. All right, bye, y'all. Yeah, no, what I'm saying is there's a movie called The Fourth Kind. All right, y'all don't think it is real. Watch that movie. Okay, those are aliens that are here on the planet and they eat humans. Okay, they eat you. This planet is a freaking livestock for aliens to eat. It's real. Y'all keep on thinking it's a joke listening to these freaking people, man. Yeah, the moderators. Y'all got that man up out of there. Yeah, that movie, The Fourth Kind, Baba said they take them aliens, they take those humanoids up and they gut them out. They have a machine where they clean them out and they eat them, and they don't give them anesthesia because they don't give them anesthesia because when the adrenaline that they have when they scared is how they eat them. And the math teacher said that they making hamburgers with bacon and on 2 for $5 and all of that because they feeding they flock. Y'all keep on thinking it's a freaking joke. These freaking aliens are coming here to eat y'all. All right? And that's an actual fact. Panabab Yanun teaches us as his followers. We know that that's real. I ain't gonna let no freaking Mukasu come on here talking about, oh, y'all bugging, extraterrestrials ain't real. No, extraterrestrials are real. Aliens are real, okay? And some of them are not good. And just like y'all take chickens and y'all skin a chicken and y'all cut the head off a chicken and y'all gut a chicken and you roast it on a rotisserie, they do that to humans. Some of them aliens. Please. I'm going to tell you this much. I ain't going to be no freaking rotisserie chicken for nobody. We going to be safe because the master teacher going to be home. And he said this case was created so that the world would know who he is. Right? They show actual live footage in the movie and the mother and the little girl that got sucked into the craft. Exactly. And she said, give me my daughter. Give me my daughter. And he said, I am God. He was screaming. I was like, ooh. I ran in my room and got my covers and was watching that freaking movie. When I first saw that movie scared the crap out of me. Like that movie, The Exorcist. Huh. How do I know that you not one of them? I don't know. You might be one of them. You might be. Because guess what? They just had a guy that just dismembered the girl's body. He cut her head off and scattered her body all over the place. I don't know. It's a lot of people that are cannibals that eat humans. So you might be one of them. But how do I know that they not from Earth? Because our master teacher, Dr. MALACHI York, said that they are from a planet in Andromeda. How do you say that? I always get Androdamus. And how do you say that planet, family? Now, don't delete that, man. You should have left him up there. Anyway, family, I'm about to get off, all right? I'm going for my walk. I just wanted to touch bases with y'all and tell those of you that helped me, thank you. I'm nervous and I'm excited at the same time. And I pray that the math teacher is happy with me and that I haven't disappointed him. I want him home, and I'm about to go for my walk. And it's beautiful outside today, and I'm going for a walk. And thank you. Those of you who donated through Cash App, thank you so much. The master teacher is Dr. MALACHI York. You can read our books at the All Eyes on Egypt bookstore. Egypt spelled EGIPT. And that's where you can get his books to find out who he is, what happened to him, and the conspiracy about his incarceration, because they put him in prison because he started teaching about extraterrestrials, stargates. He started telling some of the people and his followers that some of them are children of the Most High, meaning that they are incarnated old souls that are from other star systems, other worlds. And so they put him in prison. They set this man up. They lied on him and created, like they do all black leaders, all African American or African leaders. Anybody that come forth to bring the truth, they get rid of them because they want us to stay stuck in their system, loving a white man and kissing his butt. And I'm not a racist, but I'm just speaking as the truth. You got all these women walking around with perms in their hair, trying to look white, cutting up their nose and everything, trying to look Caucasian. So he came to tell us to love ourselves and not to submit to the Caucasian and his wicked ways of living, and to learn to love ourselves and love who we are. We have our own culture. We have our own food. We have our own way of dress. We have a style that nobody else on the planet has. We are a Sabaean nation. We practice Wu Sabat, which is the truth, okay? And we practice, we have a language that we study, the ancient language of the Queen of Sheba. We follow her ways, and we are Sabaeans, all right? Thank y'all. I gotta go. I hope I broke that down good enough, but I gotta go. Wadu, and thank you, my moderators, and y'all have a wonderful day. I just wanted to recap and let y'all know to please continue to support me. I got moves to make, power moves, and when I come back, I hope that the math teacher will be satisfied with my works. Y'all have a wonderful day, and thank you. And the question today should be, why 23 years? Why do?